Hello and welcome back to the Master League on Pro Evolution 2019. Again, I keep nearly saying 17, I don't know why. Yeah, we're back. We are in superb form. Tammy Abraham leads the goal scoring charts with 22, actually joint top with Bamford now. We are up in second, only 3 points behind Stoke City. So this game is huge in today's episode against Stoke City. As you can see, we've had a few different changes in the transfers and stuff, so let's go into the team and have a look. We have agreed to sell Mark Bunn to NAC Breda. They're paying us 5.2 million, which is incredible because he's not very good and he's really old. I think he's 35, so we've done well to get that much for him. Kodja is moving to Vitória Guimarães in Portugal. Again, another guy, he's 30 years old, 6.5 million, I'll take it. Tishbola is moving for 959k to Red Star in the French second division. Davis is moving to Horsens as well. So we're getting rid of quite a few people here, and we're making space for the youngsters that are going to be joining us. We already have agreed a deal with Ag Bonlahor to come up from the youth team, and we're also going to sign both of the centre backs here, which is awesome. So Collins is going to come up, and Bisejevic is going to come up as well. The plan is to loan one, maybe two of them out next season, but we'll see what happens. I'm also looking and quite interested in looking at players that are still 16. So people like this, like Kea, Dode, Carson, Ogbeche, Kuzmin. I mean, all these players that like could do a really good job for us again. Like number 16 on there, Davida. We don't need another goalkeeper, but there's quite a few players to keep an eye on in the youth team as well. And obviously we're putting ourselves in a good position to get promoted to the Premier League. We've had some really good games actually. We played Millwall. I think that was the game there. We did back-to-back 3-1 wins. We played Middlesbrough and drew 1-1, which is a bit disappointing. We beat Wigan Athletic 2-0. Very easy that game. And then a weird 4-4 draw with West Brom. We were 1-0 up and then 4-1 down. And in the second half, we scored 3 and made it 4-4. It was incredible. And then we beat Aston Villa. We are Aston Villa. We beat Swansea 3-0. And today we come up against Stoke City and Sheffield United as we get into crunch time in the league. And yeah, it's very good so far. If we have a look at the standings, there you go. 3 points off Stoke City. So if we win today, if we win by 6 goals, we go ahead of them in the table. So there's the challenge, 6 goals. We'll get into the game now, and I'm not too sure what to play. We've been mixing it up a little bit. I've been playing 2 up front occasionally when we need goals, and putting Abraham and Weah up there together. I think this is what we're going to go with. It looks like I've already made the changes before I logged and saved it last time. So I think there's no one really on the bench who can replace. This is a very strong bench, a very strong team we've got. I think Jack Grealish might be a bit unlucky to miss out, but Garcia and Moreno just bossed the midfield. Stoke City then with Butland in goal. Martin Zindi still there. Peters is still there. Tom Ince. Charlie Adams still playing in central midfield for them. Ibrahim Afellay in behind Choupo-Moting, who obviously has moved to PSG in real life. Shawcross doesn't even make the bench. Peter Crouch and Benica Fobi both on the bench as well. Let's get into it. Let's just see if we can... it will be day. It will be winter, wouldn't it, in this... Would it be winter? No, it's summer. Okay, we'll just go summer random then. So, kick-off. It's a daytime kick-off. Let's say it's the lunchtime kick-off. The early kick-off in the Championship. And we'll see you at kick-off. So, here we are at Stoke City's ground. I'm trying to remember the Bet365 Stadium, isn't it? The Potteries. As Chester manages to get that away with a slight overhead kick. We know Stoke are going to play quite direct, I imagine. But as Ince lays it out straight away, Stoke are on the attack. Right, now we are playing, I'll put this out there, the gameplay mod that we had before has had an update, so we're playing with the latest version of that. So if you see some slight more variations in the AI's attacking play, then that's good for the game, isn't it? But we'll be back if there's any highlights to talk about. Thank you everybody for the comments and stuff on the videos and all the support. It's been great on the channel. Remember to follow me on Twitter at CulturedF if you want to get involved a little bit more in a chat. I'm always chatting on Twitter when I can. And yeah, you know, keep involved, get in touch, let me know what you'd want to see in the save and any changes you want to make. But hopefully we're going to get to the Premier League. The plan is if we get to the Premiership, we're going to up the challenge and the difficulty level from top player up to superstar to make it a bit more realistic. So, you know, it will be a challenge, a real challenge when we're in the Premier League if we get there. But for now, we're building up pretty well. Raul Garcia holds the ball into Abraham, round the corner to Moreno. He's got a good run on the left from Kieran Tierney. who's there. He picks up the ball. Tierney looks for the run of Abraham. Oh, he nearly got on the end of it. Just taken off his toes. And Jeff Cameron will have it at the middle for Stoke. And Stoke City are about holding on. It's been an even start to the game. No one really taking full advantage just yet. As McLean looks to get in on the left-hand side, DeCiglio comes over and reads it well. Now, the other thing we've got is a lot of the players we have in the club at the moment, as Nyland lets that run across his body, are obviously on loan. So I think we're going to try and make deals. Oh, I've given that away to Choupo-Moting, and who turns. And they look to get Tom Ince in on the right-hand side. Now, I'm obviously going to look to try and get Abraham, if I can, on a full deal. I think people like DeCiglio and Raul Garcia are going to be too expensive. So we'll have to see what we do and how much money we get as well for next season. Even if we don't get promoted. Oh, Choupo-Moting could be a Nyland. He came and then stayed on his line. And Choupo-Moting has punished him. And he started to come, Nyland, and then retreated back to his line. And Choupo-Moting fires it in. Oh man, that is a terrible start for Aston Villa. Choupo-Moting celebrates, and here's the replay then. It came in, nice little ball around the corner, and there he is. Nyland came and went, and then he was beaten at his near post. And yeah, that's a lot of people I know want me to replace Nyland in goal, and maybe that's something we're going to have to look to do in the summer again. Whether we go up or stay in this division, I think that's something we're definitely going to have a look at. Garcia around the corner to Abraham, looks to lay it off to Moreno. Moreno goes out to Tierney, looks to fire in a cross, but it's well blocked, and Bauer just puts that behind for a corner. Couldn't really head it any other places, to be honest. And now Cabai will look to launch this one in. We'll just let the guys get organised in the middle of the park. Let's see if Cabai can really swing this one in towards the 6-yard box. He can. Can Tuanzebe get on the end of it? He can't. You might have even seen me flinch a little bit there to try and get my head on it and encourage Tuanzebe to do it. It's Tierney. Great tackle from Kieran Tierney. Up to Abraham. Garcia from range. It's easy for Butland to make the save. Charlie Adam into Choupo-Moting. Stoke coming forward again. They're just starting to get a real control of this game, but El Mohammadi has enough about him to pick out that pass. Goodbye. Choupo-Moting into Moreno, sorry, into a Tade, up to Tierney. Oh, it's poor pass, easy for Ince to intercept. And again, we're just being frustrated from playing our normal game at the moment, this normal passing game that we can do. And Peters lays it out to John McLean. McLean out it goes into Charlie Adam. Charlie Adam turns, and Stoke City stroking this ball around, lovely. Looking up for Moting, but Tuanzebe wins that header. Now we need to really launch something here as Atade comes forward from left back. And he's got a lot of space to run into here. And then just looks to hold it up, turn away from his man. And then, oh, can he get that back? He will. He'll get on the end of it. Fires it in towards Abraham. Oh, Butland gets a hand to it. Otherwise, that was surely a goal there for Tammy Abraham. DeCiglio with a good touch. Out to El Mohammadi. Now, Villa are going to try and keep this pressure on and keep it relentless. Abraham gets it, but he's forced off the ball well by Jeff Cameron. And Stoke City just about survive this one. Tom Ince brings it down into Choupo-Moting. He has got a run of Afellay in front of him, but he's just hounded out very well by the Aston Villa defence. And Moreno lays it off to Atade. Now Atade out one more to Tierney. Tierney on the left-hand side. Just going to run into that space that's in the middle. And then looks all the way across to Garcia. Lays it back to Cabai. Up to DeCiglio. Good advantage played by the referee. El Mohammadi swings in a cross. Can Abraham get there? He can't. DeCiglio wins the header, but it's a bit wayward. I don't know who is trying to give that ball to. Choupo-Moting up the line to DeCiglio. Adam then wins it. It's a very frantic game. A chance just feels like it could come out of absolutely nothing at the moment. And this is exactly what I mean. Tierney looks to feed Abraham. It's a good first touch. He's a little bit isolated. And Abraham just looking to hold the ball up. Goes back to Tierney. On the edge to Cabai. Cabai to El Mohammadi. Back to Yohan Cabai. Didn't catch it properly. It dribbles past the post. I don't know. Maybe the ageing central midfield is just catching up with us a bit here. We can't really control the play like we normally do. Cabai into El Mohammadi. And then Cabai just didn't get enough behind that. Looked like he was going to try and spin it in. And John McLean picks up a yellow card. McLean? Is it McLean or McLean? I think it's McLean. I know John McLean is in Die Hard. That's why I'm getting confused. But it's a bit of a late challenge. We've seen worse. But yeah. Oh, and if the background volume is a little bit lower, as in the chanting and the crowd and the music in the cutscenes and stuff is a bit lower, that's because I got a copyright claim in one of the videos for the songs that are in the game being heard in the background. So I've just had to lower it a little bit. As Stoke City get a free kick. Moting fix it on Ince. Good save from Nyland down low. Tuanzebe clears it up to El Mohammadi. And there's just not a lot on for Villa at the moment. They might have to go a little bit more attacking here. and try and get numbers forward to support Tammy Abraham, because he's being very isolated up front. And we'll have to see if coached left foot will bring out the two-man strike force that we saw against West Brom to get them back into the game. As DeCiglio has it. He's got El Mohammadi on space in the right. Garcia back to DeCiglio. This is better from Villa. Oh, and then it's given away. Curse of the commentator there. As Choupo-Moting looks to come forward. And then Raul Garcia is just trying to nick that ball off Charlie Adam, but he does force him into a mistake. And then Cabaye out to El Mohammadi, into Abraham, back to Cabaye. Just trying to get Cabaye to dictate the play. Gets a little bit lucky with that pass to Nzabi. Ataid out to Kieran Tierney, into Moreno, back to Tierney. He fires that one in low, and it's just cleared again in front of Tammy Abraham. Now Ataid looks to loft this one in high, up for Garcia, who gets beaten in the air. Martin Zindi gets it away. And we just cannot break Stoke City down in this game. Tom Ince has been played through by Choupo-Moting. He's got a lot of space in front of him. He lays it back to Moting. Great tackle from Chester. What a tackle there from the centre-back for Villa. And it possibly may launch a counter-attack now. He's got Tammy Abraham running to the one side of him. Abraham holds this up, looking for movement. Back heel into Moreno. Moreno out to Ataid. Ataid sees the run of Abraham, but just couldn't dink the ball into him. And Stoke City, again, they're so solid at the back. League leaders, and they're showing why. Only restricting Villa to 2 shots, and there's going to be a tactical change, I'm sure, for Villa. So Aston Villa come out for the second half with Timothy Weah replacing Ataid at left back. But of course, that changes the formation. Kieran Tierney drops into the left back position, and Aston Villa go to a 4-1-3-2. Yohan Cabaye holding the midfield, and then it's Moreno, Garcia and El Mohammadi in front of him, trying to dictate and get a bit more possession on the ball, but also having the 2 strikers up front. And we're going to see them combine straight away. Abraham looking back to Cabaye. Charlie Adams going to beat him to the ball, and Choupo-Moting now comes forward. Afellay looks out to the right hand side to Ince, and Tierney's covered that very well, wins the ball, gives it to Tuanzebe, and Aston Villa look to build again. Raul Garcia into Cabaye, and goes back to Chester. And Villa just going to keep a bit of possession here. Oh, Chester got a toe on it. Is it enough for Tuanzebe to get there? It's not. Afellay looks to come through. Tierney with a wonderful tackle. He was the wrong side of his man and had to get a foot on that ball. Cabaye into Garcia. Cabaye up to Timothy Weah. He's just a bit slow on his heels, but we get it back. Garcia into Cabaye again. And then just Cabaye uses his skill just to go round his man. Garcia links it out to Tierney, up to Moreno. Moreno looks to put this in for Abraham. There's the header. And they get the goal. It's a wonderful delivery from Moreno on his left foot, and Abraham gets the goal that makes this game 1-1 and puts Villa back in touching distance of the top of the table. Garcia here into Tierney, out to Moreno, and how about this for a delivery? That's a wonderful ball, and Tammy Abraham's there to stick it in the back of the net and get away with a lovely, lovely headed goal. Look at this cross from Moreno, sort of drilled in. And oh, it's a wonderful header in front of Martin Zindi for Tammy Abraham, and it's 1-1. Choupo-Moting has robbed Chester in the Aston Villa defence. It was a poor pass into Chester from Tuanzebe that's caused all these problems. Choupo-Moting back to Peters. It's gone in low. Charlie Adam, he's gone a bit far. Afellay shoots, and it's 2-1 straight away to Stoke City. Aston Villa were all over the place at the back there, and Ibrahim Afellay gets the goal. Captaining Stoke today. Charlie Adam he's doing really well in this game, and that really annoys me because I don't like him. And yeah, they worked this well, and it was a great back heel there, and Afellay pings it into the bottom corner, and it's 2-1 Stoke City. And that immediate goal from Aston Villa has just taken all the good feelings out of Villa. As Cabaye has it into Weah, tries to go back to Cabaye, but Mbula it's just so easy for Stoke at the moment. I say, we've had that goal from Abraham that came from a cross that you wouldn't normally expect Stoke to concede a goal like that. And now Ince is on the right hand side, looks to swing it in. Good block from Chester. And Aston Villa are going to need something different in this game. Mbula looks to find Moting on the volley. Oh, it's not far over the bar. Choupo-Moting. Then it all came from that throw in. Ince laid it back to Bauer. Bauer infield to Mbula. And then a little dink in, and Choupo-Moting on the volley. Curled it over Nyland and hit the top of the net. And Aston Villa now making a few more tactical changes. They're going to pull off the false fullbacks and go to attacking fullbacks. And we don't need to hug the touchline anymore. We'll take that off. And I think defensively, we're going to go gegenpress and just really try and force this issue now. And really make it count. And I think with that, I know he's on an up arrow, but I think El Mohammadi is going to come off and be replaced by Not Isobe, he's the wrong one. Cabezon is going to come on for him. We just need to really make this happen. We need something to click in this game. We're just struggling to get through as we see the substitution there as Cabezon replaces El Mohammadi. El Mohammadi he's had a decent game. It's just not been the best game for him today as they take the throw into Afellay, back to Ince, into Imbula. Off it goes, looking for Ince again. He puts a cross in. Oh, and they've hit the bar. It's going to come back to McLean, who takes a touch, tries the back heel. Affelay's there, and Affelay's crowded out of it, and Cabaye comes away. Into Cabezon. Cabezon looked for Abraham, couldn't get there, but Garcia was backing him up. And then Abraham's just waiting for the runners. Now he's going to try and use his pace into Cabezon. It's a poor pass, but it's not dead yet. It is now because McLean's intercepted that pass. And we just can't break this Stoke City team down. Abraham back heel into Weah. Weah holds the ball. Referee! And that is a free kick, and we're going to take our time and see if Yohan Cabaye can stick this one in. It's a good distance out for him. Yohan Cabaye looking to curl this up and down over the wall. Yohan Cabaye, it's hit the wall. Oh, he just didn't get enough on it as Abraham wins the header and Afellay puts that out for a throw-in. And we just cannot break Stoke City down. There's a quick throw on here for Deciglio into Cabezon. Cabezon looks to ping it in towards Abraham. And it's got, oh, what a save from Butland. I thought he hadn't got enough on it, but he put up a strong right paw and just kept that out. Chester looks to keep this move alive. Cabaye into Weir, round the corner to Garcia, into Abraham with a shot. Oh, he makes a save. And Timothy Weah, the rebound just didn't fall to him. And Stoke City are living on a knife edge at the moment. Oh, I just cannot believe this. I can't believe it's not going in. Deciglio picks out Abraham, who stayed onside. Martin Zindi stood him up well and defended that really well. And now there's a chance for Stoke City to be on a counter as Choupo-Moting looks to get in behind. He's brought it down well. And we forced them backwards, which is good. Peters takes a touch, looks for a long ball in towards Afellay. Chests that down really well. Takes a touch, turns and shoots. And it goes over the bar. This game is end to end and absolutely frantic. So Villa break the second sub of the game, bringing on Isobe for Cabaye, who was just getting tired. He's had a lot of work to do in the centre of that midfield. And Aston Villa are just really struggling now to put passes together and break Stoke City down. And it's just not going well. As Weir turns. Ref, is that not a free kick? He's just pushed him off the ball once he turned him. And now Stoke City have got acres of space. Tuanzebe tries to hold him up. It goes through to McLean. Nyland comes out slightly. He's gone for a cheeky little dink first time shot. And Nyland actually makes a good save and closed his angles down well as Cabezon lets it run across his body. He comes forward, looks for the run of Abraham. Oh, it's a poor pass from the substitute. And Stoke City, I'm not going to lie, their defence has been absolutely magnificent today. So the final roll of the dice for Villa is a 4-2-2 formation, pushing both Moreno and Garcia up behind Abraham and Weir as they couldn't get. And it's just that final ball is being cut out every time by the Stoke City defence. And Tierney's got to get on his bike here. Just about to get there in time to lay it back to Nyland, who finds Deciglio. Deciglio into Moreno. Now, this is a bit more space. This is what Villa want. But again, that final ball is just so poor. Moreno out to Tierney. Tierney, who we know he's got a good cross. He's looking for a run of Tammy Abraham, who tries to knock it down to Moreno. But Moreno will get there. It wasn't the best header backwards. But it's gone out of play. And Villa are getting so frustrated, and I'm getting frustrated. Oh, it's gone through to Afellay. Looks for Choupo-Moting. Back to Afellay. They've worked this very well, Stoke. I think Afellay just ran out of steam, and Ince had a pop shot from distance as Isobe wins the header. McLean looks to keep this alive. Oh, there's a bit of confusion there at the back for Villa, but they've come away with it. Moreno looks for Tuanzebe. Just dropped that off to Kieran Tierney. There's Raul Garcia in a bit of space. And now, oh, referee! Sort something out about this game. It should be more than 2 yellow cards for Stoke City in this game. Charlie Adam picking up a yellow as well. It's just not a good tackle at all. And look at how it's like two-footed on Raul Garcia. He knows he's one of our key players. And it's just not on. It is not on at all. So, right, we're just going to play this one short to Tierney on the left. Tierney, try and get a better position for the ball in. Abraham tries to knock it down. He went offside. Ah, he's well offside as well. It's not gone right for Aston Villa today. As I just feel like we need one more chance. One more good chance or a cracking long-range effort from somebody as Tierney gets absolutely done by Tom Ince. Now, this could be a longer episode because I've commentated so much in this game. Tierney, that's a great tackle. As Isobe gets it, lays it up to Moreno, who'll be running on fumes now. Timothy Weah, I think, went offside. He was looking for it over the top. And it's just not happening here. The gegenpress hasn't really helped Villa at all. If anything, it's probably pulled them a little bit out of formation a bit. That's a good tackle from Tierney as he goes into the ball. Gets it back from Tuanzebe. Moreno back to Isobe. Looks for a long crossfield ball to Deciglio. Can't pick him out because he jumped too early for the header. And then Chester should be able to get that and does. And with 4 minutes to go, it's still 2-1 Stoke. Abraham into Weah. There's a good run there from Garcia. Just looks to hold this up. Feeds Deciglio. Deciglio is in. What can he do? Can he pick out Abraham? Oh, he's jumped over Abraham. It's gone in. No. Oh, Butland on the line. On the line. Oh, my word. I thought Tammy Abraham had bundled that home. Oh, and he's just been denied, and Cabezon's made a great challenge. He sees the run of Abraham. Abraham's got the pace around Zindi. Abraham, he's stuck it in the corner, and it's 2-2. Oh, and I think they've just about saved this game. There is not long to go. And Tammy Abraham, this ball was actually meant for Weah. This ball from Cabezon, but he picked out Abraham, who had the pace against Martin Zindi, and then dinks it over Butland's stretched out leg. And it's 2-2, and this will keep us in touching distance with Stoke City at the top of the table. But there's 2 minutes of injury time, and we've just got to keep it tight at the back. Nothing silly. We're going to stick with the gegenpress as Tuanzebe up to Weah. Weah just looks to get it forward. It's a great tackle from Mbula into Afellay. Afellay into Choupo-Moting, who turns really well, gets his shot off. It's blocked. Nyland holds on, and that should be the end of the game. And it is. And we rescue a 2-2 draw in the 90th minute. Stoke, I think, are unlucky to concede 2 goals. They were defensively absolutely incredible in that game. They've restricted us to 6 shots. It's not very often the computer has more shots than me or the AI has more shots than me. But they had 10 and we had 6, and it keeps us within touching distance of top of the table, which is brilliant. Oh, other results, West Brom getting an outstanding victory against Sheffield Wednesday. And Sheffield United, who we play next, getting a very good 2-2 draw away at Swansea City. But yeah, there you go. Bottom of the table. Who's at the bottom? Rotherham, Birmingham City down in 23rd. I'm sure the Villa fans will love that. Ipswich Town down there as well. And at the top at the moment in the automatic promotion spots, it's Stoke City, Aston Villa and Middlesbrough. Followed closely by Leeds United and Derby County. Timothy Weah has now mastered skill training long throw. Okay, interesting. I haven't been telling him to teach him that, but there you go. We'll be back for the game against Sheffield United. So we're at Bramall Lane for an evening kickoff towards the end of the season now, and Villa have put themselves firmly in a promotion challenging position. Comfortable in second place. This game is a bit of a changing kit. Sheffield United at home are in their away kit, and Aston Villa are away in their away kit. There was a massive clash between the socks and the shorts, and it was, when you're playing, the colours look quite similar. But we're going to get this game underway. We're starting in a 4-3-1-2 formation. And the big news is that Eric Nyland, the goalkeeper, has been dropped for this game completely, and Verkutre, the new youth team product, gets his first outing on camera. So Kabai gets the ball, and we're going to have to see how Verkutre does, because it's a big game to come into. Timothy Weah has it into Moreno. Moreno is the attacking midfield behind the strikers, and behind him is Jack Grealish, Johan Kabai and Raul Garcia. And in my infinite wisdom of changing the kits like this, although it's made it a lot easier on the pitch, it's actually, there's a shot from distance, and it doesn't really trouble Verkutre today. Maybe they're looking to test this young goalkeeper out early doors. But yeah, in my wisdom of changing the kit so it looks easier for me on the pitch, the radar now is an absolute mess, with me as white dots and them as very bright yellow dots. And it's very hard, as you can see down below the goalkeeper now, it's very hard to make out who's who. And they're actually pressing up quite highly on us here. So we're going to try and pick out Moreno, which we do, and he wins the header, which is good, because he was against Ben Woodburn, who isn't the tallest of people. As Garcia's got a run from Timothy Weah. Timothy Weah takes a shot on early. Oh, just past the post. A good hit from Weah there. And Moreno picks him out, and you see, he just hovers on the last man, then peels off him. It's a good ball through from Garcia, and Weah just hit this first time and just past the goal. There's a ball over the top looking for McGoldrick. He's brought it down, shot from range. And again, they're looking to get shots off Sheffield United, which is something we're not used to seeing against this Villa team. Teams against them in the league shooting from range. But McGoldrick got it over the top. Good first touch, and the shot just came slightly wrong off his foot and went nowhere near Vercoutre's goal. Moreno to Grealish, into Abraham. Looks for the run of Weah, picks him out, who holds the ball very well. Good strength. Tierney looks for Grealish. Oh, he just had to hold his run back, otherwise he'd be offside. And Sheffield United keep that one alive. Johan Cabaye with a lovely header there. Something he's not really famed for. Weah looks to pick out Grealish. I think he was offside again. But it's good to see Grealish getting forward into those attacking positions from central midfield. As Abraham loses out in that knockdown. Moreno with a great challenge. Up to Abraham, into Grealish. Grealish playing a little bit more advanced than I probably like him to. This might leave us open, but Chester misses out there. Parkhouse into McGoldrick. Which again, another shot from range. And Sheffield United aren't afraid to shoot at the moment. But at the moment, it's not really troubling Vercoutre. And I've said at the moment so many times, I'm going to say it one more time, at the moment, just to make it unbelievably complete. Leonard picks up that header, looking through from McGoldrick. Again, a long-range shot from McGoldrick. And now it seems to be, we can tell, Sheffield United have a shoot-on-sight policy. And it's not really working in their favour at the moment, as Abraham should win this flick down. He doesn't. Beaten in the air, that doesn't happen very often. Stevens into Fleck. Fleck put under pressure, and it was good pressure. DeCiglio picks up the ball, but he's tackled himself. And Sheffield United hold on. Leonard over the top to Stevens. Brings it down, fires it across. Tuanzebe uses his strength. McGoldrick steals the ball off Tuanzebe when he should have just cleared it, and then hits the post from about 6 yards out. Tierney looks to put in a tackle. McGoldrick with the back heel. Cabaye's there. Up it goes to Weah. Looks to go round the corner, but just loses possession. And really need to sort out this gameplay here, because we are not playing very well. As it's headed back across, no one goes to the ball, and Sheffield United hit the post twice in quick succession, and then rob it on the rebound and put themselves 1-0 up. And the shoot-on-sight policy has worked. It really has worked. They've got a bit lucky from a rebound, but again, Villa find themselves behind. As it's laid back here, good ball over the top. DeCiglio mistimes the header. It's laid back. There's the shot that hits the post, and Chester tried to control it, should have cleared it. Leonard robs him and makes it 1-0 Sheffield United. We're around the corner to Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney just holds it up. Now he does beat his man. Keeps hold of the ball. Back to Grealish. Grealish to Garcia. Into Moreno. Moreno looks to dink this over towards Abraham. Knocks it down looking for Weah. Just couldn't get on the end of it. Tammy Abraham really couldn't do much else other than knock that down with the height of that pass. As Parkhouse comes forward now into Woodburn. Woodburn tries to get it out to Stevens. It does just about reach him. Put under pressure by DeCiglio. Gives away a foul. And again, Villa are struggling. Sheffield United looking to build this up really well here. Woodburn back to Leonard. And he's forced Cabaye out of position into McGoldrick. McGoldrick turns. Good tackle from Chester. Header there, and Vercoutre plucks it out of the air very well for the young goalkeeper now. Can Villa launch something here? Grealish into Cabaye. Up to Weah. Weah to Abraham. Abraham just holds this up. Goes back sensibly to DeCiglio. Sees the run of Garcia in front of him. Garcia looks to dink it over. Looking for Weah. Couldn't get in front of his man. It's cleared away, and Tierney will let this go out for a throw. Tierney looks to do a long throw into Weah, who's beaten in the air. Cabaye knocks it to Garcia. Bit of space for DeCiglio on the right-hand side. Into Abraham. Abraham looks to just try and shift away from his man. Into Grealish. Grealish around the corner. Flick through. Tammy Abraham shoots! And he gets another. And when you're in trouble, you need this man to make the difference. And he's just incredible. He is scoring so many goals for us. I thought the defender was going to get here first. Great hold-up play from him again. Round the corner into Grealish. Back heel flick. Oh, Garcia, sorry. And then Abraham. Lovely, lovely finish. Giving the goalkeeper no chance in goal. And that flick there from Garcia. Weird. Very clever to jump over it. Just uses his strength to nudge the centre-back out the way and stick it in the corner. 1-1. Oh, and here comes Sheffield United straight from the kickoff. Duffy has it, and Tierney cuts that out very well indeed, and then looks to play it forward, but gives it straight back to Leonard in a Sheffield United shirt. The ball comes forward. Tierney's there again. Cabaye, Grealish, up to Garcia. This is looking much better now for Villa, as Weah just holds the ball up and then lays it back to Tierney. And Villa are starting to play their passing football that we know they can play. And it's happening again here. Grealish lays it off for Tierney. Kieran Tierney looks to fire it in low, but Leonard covers well. And it's still 1-1. Tierney takes the throw in quickly, looking for Garcia. Looks to put it in towards Abraham. Gets the head down. Weah's there on the volley. And Fleck gets it away. Garcia's beaten in the air by Leonard. And it will fall to Tierney. Now Tierney, what can he do? Garcia all the way back to Tuanzebe. Up to Tierney again. Looks in field to Garcia. Garcia to Abraham. Into Weah. Weah looks to turn his man. Uses his strength. It falls to Garcia. Just pulls his shot wide. And I think, is that offside or is it? It is offside. Raul Garcia was offside. I thought the ref blew for full half time there. But it's still 1-1. So if you're enjoying the content, please do leave a like and subscribe if you're new. There'll be pretty much daily content on the channel of either Football Manager, Pro Evolution Soccer or Champ Manager 102 as, oh great, Jack Grealish reads that very well. And they look to spring a counter-attack. Weah uses Grealish again. Now Grealish has got a lot of space to run into. Sees the run of Weah. He's just about stayed onside. Oh, but he's given it off. Oh, it's his arm if anything. It's his arm if anything. I don't think he was offside there. I thought Grealish weighted that pass beautifully well. 10 minutes to go in the first half and it's 1-1. And it looks like Villa are just about to start dominating this game. As why is Verkutre not just coming to pick that up? But he does. Eventually, just keeping us all on our toes. Garcia into Abraham. Abraham back to Moreno. Up to Grealish. Into Weah. Timothy Weah just can't turn away from his man. And McGoldrick looks to break. Up to Parkhouse. And now the defence are just dropping off. Good tackle from Grealish in the middle. But Leonard keeps it alive for Sheffield United. And they're going to look to come again. Stevens pressured by Garcia into Fleck from the centre-back. Fleck under pressure by Cabaye. Tuanzebe couldn't go towards it there because he would have left Parkhouse free. Tuanzebe times to tackle well. Garcia into Cabaye. Referee! Referee! How is that not a foul? Garcia picks out Cabaye now. There he gives that one. When we get the ball, we can play advantage. But it looks like, is it going to be a yellow card here for Ben Woodburn? I don't think it is. It's just a talking to. Chester trying to get his word across. Raul Garcia here laid it off. It was just a little bit late. Nothing too malicious, I guess. But it gives Aston Villa a bit of breathing time. And yeah, 3 minutes until half time. Sheffield United with Fleck. Fleck looks to put it through to Ben Woodburn. It's a good tackle from Chester. Get up. That's never a penalty. And he picks out Tierney. Up to Grealish. Grealish to Garcia. Garcia into Weah. Back to Grealish. This is good football from Villa. Sees that run of Weah again. He just didn't have the strength that time. And we go in at half time at 1-1. Goals 10 minutes apart. The first from Leonard after Sheffield United started with a very much shoot-on-sight policy. And then Abraham nicked a crucial equaliser for Aston Villa. And it goes in at the break 1-1. Slight tactical switch for Villa. We've just pushed Raul Garcia to play in behind the strikers. And pushed Moreno to the left side of the midfield three. And there he is on the ball. Into Garcia, around the corner to Weah, into Abraham. Abraham looks for the run of Weah. He's got to get a shot off early and does! And Aston Villa start the second half like an absolute freight train. And Timothy Weah gets the goal. And is that another player that possibly Cultured Left Foot will look to sign on a permanent deal or either extend his loan? And it was good one-touch football, which we haven't really seen from Villa today or in the game against Stoke City earlier. But that's what can come of it. And it's a lovely, lovely finish. And maybe it was the change of putting Garcia into the midfield. Maybe Sheffield United didn't really know what had changed. But he rifles that past the goalkeeper. And it is 2-1 to Aston Villa. Now there's a ball over the top here. Leonard against Verkutre. What a save and bravery from the young goalkeeper, who was out very, very quickly to make that save. But Jack Grealish has given a terrible pass there. And Stevens looks to come forward again into McGoldrick. Knocked down for Woodburn. Shot from distance. Maybe trying to catch Verkutre out, but what a save from the young goalkeeper as Oliver Norwood comes on to replace John Fleck for Sheffield United. Oh, Verkutre has kept this game at 2-1 at the moment. Oliver Norwood just comes on and picks up a yellow card straight away. Not very good for the young central midfielder. Is he young? I'm pretty sure he's young. He used to be in Man United's youth academy. Can't be that old. But it was for this late challenge, very late challenge on Tammy Abraham. And he's obviously come on with instructions from the manager to get in amongst it. And straight away picks himself up a yellow card. And can Aston Villa make him pay? He can't, because Abraham's beaten in the air. Parkhouse brings it down. He's robbed by Moreno into Abraham. Looking for a dink into Weah. It's a very good header away. Cabaye will pick that up. And look to play it into Garcia. To Abraham. Back to Garcia with a rocket. It's a good save to put it past the post again. And we know Garcia can hit them after his goal in the previous couple of games. Cabaye did really well to get in front of McGoldrick there. Into Garcia to Abraham. Quick 1-2, and there's the shot. And the goalkeeper Henderson gets hands behind it to keep it out. And now Cabaye will look to fling this one in. Can Aston Villa get someone in front of it? It looks for Timothy Weah. Is it going to fall for anybody? Abraham looks to square it back across, but it's another corner, and the pressure is relentless from Aston Villa, looking for a third goal, as Cabaye will look to swing this one in again. Timothy Weah once again is the target. He gets up. Abraham chests it down, but couldn't do much else with it. And De Ciglio reads that very well. Looks to put a pass in towards Abraham or Garcia, but just makes Sheffield United panic and clear it out for an Aston Villa throw. Now the ball was given away in a very forward position by Villa, but it's also done the same by Sheffield United. And Grealish into Garcia, Abraham to Weah, back to Garcia, who hits it early, and Henderson makes a very good save and turns it around the post. And now Villa, maybe that change of putting Garcia into the attacking midfield role has just allowed them to click a little bit more. Good football there, good little passing manoeuvre, and Henderson touches it past the post. And Villa need this win to keep pace with Stoke City, as Cabaye swings in another corner, this time looking for Moreno, who gets up in a pretty even challenge. Cabaye will look to keep this alive. He's got Jack Grealish on the edge, Tuanzebe finds Grealish now. In it goes to Abraham, to Weah, back to the goalkeeper, and Sheffield United have defended that well, and they hold on. But Grealish has picked this up, Abraham, referee, and again it's another terrible foul. And it's another yellow card here, and it's the captain this time. I'm not too sure who it is. Is it Stedman? I'm not too sure who the captain is for Sheffield United, but it's always on Abraham as well. They're really not. He's a bit unlucky, to be honest, actually. But the referee gives him a yellow card, and Cabaye has the opportunity. Didn't do well with the one against Stoke. Can he stick this one in? It's just over the wall, and Henderson makes a good diving save. Half an hour to go, 2-1 Aston Villa. Grealish up to Abraham, to Garcia. Now, Villa are really starting to play some football here. Garcia looks for Grealish, who's just kept the ball very well, using a bit of strength there. De Ciglio into Garcia again. Just ignores the run of De Ciglio into Cabaye. In he goes, Abraham. Garcia with a shot. Good save again from Henderson. And Villa are stroking this around very, very nicely now. As let's just check fitness-wise. Everybody seems to be okay at the moment, as they bring on Billy Sharp for Parkhouse. A new set of fresh legs up front for Sheffield United. Tierney takes this early. Moreno with a first-time cross. Weah with the acrobatic. Oh my word, what a finish from the youngster. Timothy Weah has just scored an absolute belter. Will you see a better goal this season? I highly doubt it. What a finish. That is incredible. The early cross comes in, and then Timothy Weah just steadies himself, and what a goal. And he runs off celebrating with his arms wide apart. And my word, I'm sorry, but we're looking at that again. That was absolutely incredible. It was a quick throw from Tierney. First time cross from Moreno. And then just watch Weah here. Follows it all the way. Great body position. That. And what a connection. And then it's just absolutely rifled past Henderson. If we just change the angle here. I mean, it's hit so early. Henderson hasn't got a chance. And it flies in the corner. What a finish. I'm so happy. And it's 3-1 Villa with a stupendous goal from Timothy Weah. That's one his dad would be proud of. One his dad would 100% be proud of, that goal. And Sheffield United look a little bit rattled now with all the yellow cards they're picking up. Villa are really getting in their stride. And I can only see this getting more goals for Aston Villa here. As it goes up, Garcia. Now Grealish is in acres of space. And he's got Abraham inside him, who's got Garcia. Oh, he's just tackled at the last minute. Sheffield United are definitely rattled. Abraham lays it off to Grealish. There's a lot of space now for the Aston Villa players as he just looks to feed Abraham. Has he got the strength? No, he hasn't. It's good defending from the Sheffield United centre-back. I think it was Stedman after his yellow card. Stearman, knew he had to be pretty resolute in his defending but not give a foul away. Stevens looks to get in behind. De Ciglio makes a good tackle. Sheffield United are rattled and they're not even getting their shots off from distance anymore, but there might be an opportunity now. There isn't. De Ciglio covers well and Villa hold on. Abraham with a great knockdown and he found it to Grealish, who then gave it to Garcia, and Abraham now just stands up against Basham. Great back heel to Grealish. Grealish picks out Weah, or tried to anyway. He was lining up another volley, Timothy Weah. Confidence is flowing very, very much. And Sheffield United come forward again, but they're hounded out, and there's literally not much they can do at the moment. Deciglio comes forward, lays it into Grealish's path. He's got Raul Garcia and acres of space to Abraham. Back to Grealish. Deciglio is making a good run forward. Looks this into Garcia with the header. Basham gets there. Confusion between the defence and the goalkeeper. And James Chester came a long way to try and meet that header, and then missed it out. Kabai covering very well for the AOL Chester after that. He missed that header. Grealish looks to Deciglio. Can he keep that in play? He does. Matteo Deciglio has been absolutely superb on the right wing. Abraham does not miss them. What a cross from Deciglio. And Tammy Abraham celebrates with him, bundled to the ground. 2 goals today for Abraham. And it is 4-1 Aston Villa. And there'll be some time for some changes. So Grealish here out to Deciglio. He had acres of space to run into. Sheffield United changed to a 3-5-2. It's really not paying off. And what a cross that is. And a great header from Abraham into the roof of the net. As Garcia is replaced by Isobe. But that will lead Villa to make a few more changes. So Isobe will drop back. We'll put Grealish into the attacking midfield role. We're going to bring off Moreno for McGinn as well, because I know you guys like to see him a little bit more. And I think that's what we'll go for. Tierney's got enough energy about him to stay on for a little bit longer. We don't need to change the fullbacks just yet. And there is Moreno being replaced by McGinn, who, not going to lie, McGinn's got a fight on his hands to keep a place at this team. Number 63, on he comes. You guys seem to love him, so he's staying at the club for the meantime. But it's 4-1 Aston Villa, and Grealish straight away has read that pass, but couldn't really make anything of it. As Aston Villa are going to have to hope that the subs can come on and settle as well as the players they've replaced were doing, as Norwood gets it. Looks to go out wide, but Sheffield United just getting each other's way now. Round the corner to Grealish. Grealish looks to come forward with it. He's waiting for Abraham to make that run, but has to turn back now into Kabai. Kabai, lovely ball out to Deciglio. He's already got 1 assist. Can he get another? Looking into Abraham. Oh, and he was onside because he won that header. But Tierney will keep this alive, but can't do much with that. And Sheffield United are 6s and 7s at the back. And I'm not surprised. After that finish from Weah, it must just have completely shocked them. What a finish. But Sheffield United are looking to get in behind now. Sharp looks to slip it through. Deciglio lays it back to Vakutre. And that is some great composure by the youngster there. As Deciglio comes forward into it as Sobe. Sobe looking up the line. Poor pass. Norwood picks it up. And 5 minutes to go. And it's still 4-1 Villa. And this game is all but done. I mean, if there's ever anything you've got to leave a like for on a video, surely that finish from Timothy Weah deserves a like. I'm not going to stop going on about that finish. And I think I was planning on having a goal of the season sort of competition. Sharp was out a very nice turn there. Lovely ball through to McGoldrick, but Kieran Tierney is not having any of it. Great defending. I was going to have a goal of the season competition at the end of it, where I make a little montage, which I probably still might try and do if I have time. As hello, Villa might not be done here. They're still going. Abraham round the corner to Isobe. Fresh legs, and he's got the pace against Stearman. He's going to hold this up and then look to pull out some skill, but ends up tackling himself and makes it easy for Stearman to come away from the ball. McGoldrick looks to put Billy Sharp in. And my conversation about the goal of the season, I will get to the end of it as Chester gets back very well. And that's probably going to be the end of the game. But yeah, goal of the season, basically what I want to say is that I'm pretty sure Timothy Weah has just won it. So let me know, do you think that is the best goal we've scored this season? Or can you think of a better one? Maybe a team goal. I like the passing goals that we've done. Or Raul Garcia's team goal that ended in a rocket shot. That was a very good goal as well. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. And let me know what you think. Are you happy with the plans for upgrading it to Superstar if we get promoted to the Premier League? But 4-1. 4-1. That puts out quite the statement to our rivals in the league. And yeah, lovely, lovely stuff. 12 shots for Riyadh, 9 on target, which is very good. Loads of passes made. Vakutre, actually, we can't forget that Vakutre kept us in it with that wonderful one-on-one save as the youngster came out. But there we go. Stoke City won 4-2. So we closed the goal difference gap by 1, but they still have the 3-point lead. We're still 2 points ahead of Middlesbrough now. They've closed the gap on us. Obviously, they took advantage when we drew with Stoke. But yeah, there we go. Is there any other news? There isn't. But how many games have we got left? Final day of the season. Oh, we've got a game against the Old Boys and a testimonial there, which we won't bother showing you probably. So we're now there. So I guess we'll be back for Preston North End and Nottingham Forest in the last game of the season. I'm not too sure who the Old Boys are. I think that's where you play the classic team. But There we go, a great 4-1 win. We rescued a 2-2 draw against Stoke. Tammy Abraham now 4 goals clear of Patrick Bamford in the Golden Boot race. But yeah, this is wonderful, wonderful stuff. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm loving this series at the moment. I really hope you are. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you're enjoying it. Please like the video if you are. Comments and likes all help the channel out. The channel growth has been superb. We hit 2,000 subscribers as well recently, which was just unbelievable. I'm so excited by that. So happy with it. And I've got a thing with my wife that every time we hit a 500 marker subscriber limit, she has to take me out for dinner. So it's all really great. But thank you so much for watching. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.